Hello, everyone. This is my presentation on the Silver Experience. My name is Jabron Lewis, and throughout this whole experience, my coach was Andre Jordan. Moving on to slide two. So, a goal that I have worked on with my coach, Andre Jordan, is most definitely my time management. So, by doing so, my coach gave me several worksheets that he would send to me first, and I would screenshot it and print it off through either my phone or my computer, and I would fill it out honestly about myself and how I managed my time previously. And because I'm taking a heavy 18 hour course load, and I'm a part of many organizations as far as e-boards and shadowing doctors and also dentists. Even though the corona disrupted me and some of the outside activities I was doing, I still need to prioritize my time effectively, as my coach stated. And so far, that goal has been achieved. I believe so. In my opinion, I have been doing pretty outstanding. Okay, so moving on to my growth slide. As an individual during this fun yet confusing challenge, I have most definitely seen growth in myself personally and especially academically. I noticed more of the growth in myself at the end of this academic year versus starting in the beginning. And even though the silver was transfer online due to the corona, I felt that I wouldn't have completed most of my assignments or even finishing this challenge at all because when I get home, I get in this mode where I feel like I'm supposed to just chill, relax, have me time, lounge around, watching TV, and just hanging out with my family and old high school friends. And well, because I'm not from the Greensboro area, so. And as much as I wanted to lounge around all day and just do completely nothing, just watch TV and just eat, um, it was my goal to finish this challenge as like I did the bronze challenge strong, and as I will do the gold challenge is strong as well. This challenge and my coach has kept me on track, I can honestly say, and my grades have not depleted, which is the main topic for me because I am a pre-med student, and I can see that that's a growth in me as right now, which is amazing for me to say and tell others during this pandemic because I'm pretty sure there's other students just like me who's feeling like this as far as like coming home and just want to lounge around. So I feel like, oh, out of all those characteristics, I've been growing individually. So next is the community engagement slide. And I like the picture. Chose the picture right there on the side. It's a nice little picture. So, for the beginning and the middle of this challenge, before the COVID-19, of course, I was volunteering at Ashley Grove Baptist Church in my hometown. And let it just be noted that my town, like, it is very, 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 very small. It has a very small population. Maybe if 10,000 people at most, I would say. And at the church, my peers and I, even some family members that I have grown to know, conducted food drives, coat drives, and regular food pantries. And we also planted shrubs and plants and also trees, which I should have included right there. And overall, what I've learned most about this experience is that giving the simplest things can mean the world to not only children, which a lot of people think and mistake that for just giving things can just mean most importantly to children, but it can mean something as well as adults who are grown and young adults, old adults, middle aged adults, anyone. It doesn't even matter the age. And I never knew, like, in my hometown person, there was so many needy people in my hometown. Like, it was just crazy on the lines of like people who I could truly, you just truly know that is in need of something or materials or food or coats. And it really made me appreciate the things that I have and to realize the importance of giving back and why a lot of people do give back to their communities because I was not even aware of my own community of how in need people were. So moving on to the slide next, the personal motivation. As you can see, I chose the picture of the stethoscope into a heart because I do want to be a doctor in the future. I really like that picture. And the mountain. I do have a tattoo of a mountain on me. So I thought, that was pretty cool to add to the personal motivation slide. So, whatever happens in life, whether it's like small or big, I mean, doesn't matter. I believe that it's always key to have a personal motivation no matter what the situation is because motivation is the key, I mean, to completing any task and achieving what any individual wants to achieve in life. As I did for the bronze challenge and other classes I took in the past, is what I feel like I achieved. It is a positive thing to lead, and to lead, you have to be a person who is sociable without a doubt. Because if you're not sociable, then that means you can't get things across, and which means you can't lead in the first place. You can't preach something and not be able to communicate with the people you want to get communicate the message to, you know. And what motivates me every single day is, of course, my dream to become a doctor. I've been wanting to be a doctor as a child, like many people do as when they're younger, but many people by getting older, just later down the road, just change their mind. But luckily, I'm not one of them, and that is ultimately because of my motivation and my social skills. I mean, I connect to doctors, I connect to students my age, people older than my age, and just having those connections and being sociable can get you a long ways, just as well as academics, and also just having good leadership skills, which I'm trying to possess more and more each day. Last but not least, my 5 feature goals that I want to do in the next year or two. So the 5 feature goals I have for myself is to finish the gold challenge in person without the corona interfering, because I would rather do the challenges personally in person than rather virtually. I want to focus on giving back to the undeserved as I did in the bronze challenge, and even before I even started like going to college, I've been giving back to the undeserved, and that's just something that I feel like it's always going to be a passion of mine. I want to start leading by examples and experience in the future. I want to start doing that. And I also want to work with refugees. A lot of my peers and friends told me about the experience of them working with many of their refugees last semester. I think it was the African refugees that my really close friend was working with, and I was like, wow, like that's really cool being able to do that. And last but not least, I would like to give and receive more feedback when asked or needed. That's because feedback is always helpful, no matter what the situation is. And that concludes my presentation for today. I really appreciate whoever reads this or listens to it. I know you're going to view it and listen to it, April. But I really appreciate anybody else who also reads and listens to it. And please stay safe. Bye. And thank you for watching.